Hello and welcome to a Homeschool Business Builder class. Today we're going to be going over 8 tiny social media habits to help you grow your homeschool business. If this is your first time at one of our classes, I would highly recommend you sign up for our newsletter. You'll get a link to the replay, a transcription of this live class, as well as a free printable about the 8 tiny social media habits that you can implement right away. So to start, I'd love to hear about where you're joining us from and a little bit about your homeschool business. What is it that you do and provide for the homeschool community? And I'll be dropping a link to sign up for that newsletter in the comments as well. So if this is your first time joining us, I am Amelia Defield. I am a member of the Small Town and Rural family-owned marketing agency, as well as one of the admins of the Homeschool Quest. I run the Homeschool Quest with a bunch of different admins that are my family members. We are all homeschool graduates who are working together with our parents to provide this awesome space for homeschool creators and homeschool families to be able to connect and for you to be able to not only get out the word about your free and under $30 resources, but to provide a space where homeschool parents can actually utilize these resources. We're all about showing people it is possible to homeschool on a budget, and we have to thank a lot of you creators for creating the amazing printables, resources, and activities that you share in our group day after day. There's so much good resources out there, and it is an honor to be a place where people can connect with homeschool businesses and to get access to all the amazing resources they need to be able to successfully homeschool their kids. Hi, Lauren. It's nice to see you. I love your resources. I think they're super neat. Lauren does, I believe, the salt and light speed. Yeah, the screen-free coding unit studies. Really neat stuff as someone with a tech background that really helps prepare kids for actually having a future in tech. Hi, Melissa. It's nice to see you. Your book studies look like a lot of fun. I just posted a link, and if you go to that link, it will let me see your name over on my StreamYard screen and just make it a little easier for me to pop your comment up on the screen if I need to, just so that people can see it. I 100% agree. I 100% agree, Melissa. So if you guys are ready, I'm just going to wait a couple more minutes for some people to get on here, and then we'll get right into the tiny social media habits. If you guys have any questions as I'm going, feel free to share them in the comments, and I'll try to answer them all at the end. Looks like I have 6 people live with me here. And I know I've got Lauren and Melissa, so who else do we have with us here today? Share what you do in the comments. It's always helpful for me to know who I have joining me, if it's some homeschool coaches, if it's good, coding unit studies. so that I can be able to customize any examples I might have throughout the live stream so that you guys can really get the full benefit. Okay. I think we're ready to go live. Just get into these habits. So you might be asking, why 8 tiny social media habits? Where do these come from? How did you come up with them? Well, this comes from many years working in marketing agency with many different types of small businesses and helping them to not only be able to do their own marketing and finding what are the things that oftentimes get missed that you can add to your daily routine that are going to really boost your engagement. It's going to boost the amount of leads that you get. And it's just going to overall support all of the marketing that you are doing on social media. These are 8 things that we see most business owners miss. And they're tiny things, but they make a huge difference. Hi, Ashley. It's nice to see you. Ashley is over with Gypsy Game Schooler, and she's also one of our fabulous moderators over at the Homeschool Quest. Thank you for joining us today. We super appreciate all of our moderators. They make everything possible with the Homeschool Quest. Between the advertisers and the moderators, it makes it possible for us to be able to do some amazing things over at the Homeschool Quest. So it's important with these habits to start tiny. It's tiny social media habits for a reason. Because if you try to spend, you could spend hours doing these tasks. But if you just start with a couple of minutes every day, it's going to give you good results. If you spend a bunch of time on these tasks, it's not going to increase the results that you get from them. You're just going to end up spending a lot of extra time on social media. So just spend a few minutes every day working on these tiny habits. Just like checking your notifications on Facebook for just a few minutes, these are things that you want to do for just a few minutes every day so that you can be able to get that benefit without it being a time vampire. Hi, Margie. Looks like you provide homeschool coaching as well as learning classes and tutoring. You're a busy girl. Thank you for joining us today. So every time you check social media on your phone or your computer, whether it's your personal social media or your business social media, commit to spending 2 minutes engaging with people. It is surprising how fast these little 2-minute sessions can add up without spending a ton of time on Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and all the other social networks. So the first habit that I want you to add to your routine is to comment on one post every time you check social media. If you check social media 5 times a day, that's going to be 5 posts that you can be able to comment on every day. And it doesn't really add a bunch of time to your routine. The second habit that I want you to add to your routine is to check your messages and reply to any new messages you have received. Don't forget the message request folder. That one oftentimes can get forgotten because it is hidden. Go ahead and check, because a lot of times in groups, people will actually message you that are not friends with you, and Facebook puts that in the message request folder. It will not show up in your regular messages. So comment on one post and check your messages and reply to any new messages that you've received from potential customers. The third habit that I want you to add is to follow people who messaged you and then like and comment on a few of their posts and stories. This can be sending them a friend request on Facebook, following them on Instagram or Twitter, or following them on Pinterest. So a little bit different terminology depending on which platform you're on, but the point is if somebody is messaging you, they're reaching out to you and they're interested in what you have to provide. Reach back out to them. Comment on a few of their posts and stories, because you're showing that you are investing in them and you're going to pick up some valuable information. So if somebody messages you and asks you, hey, how much does your tutoring sessions cost? You can give them a reply. And then if you go to their page and you look at a few of their posts and stories, you're going to see, oh, okay, they have kids in these grades. They might have even posted about their struggles with their kids. Maybe they have dyslexia or ADHD. And that's going to help you to be able to make a connection with them and help provide them with better customer service. You're building a relationship with them. So you say, hey, this is more than just a sale to me. I'm actually wanting to build a friendship with you. This is important, and building relationships with your customers is really important, and it really makes a big difference, especially in the homeschool community, because all of us homeschool creators are here to help other homeschoolers. We're either former teachers, homeschool graduates, homeschooling parents. We've been in the trenches, and we want to help our fellow homeschoolers to be able to get through the tough patches so they can get to all of the amazing stuff that we know is just around the corner. So taking the time to invest and commenting a couple of their posts, asking further questions, it's only going to help you to be able to further build a relationship. And it only takes you a couple minutes every day. You also want to reply to any comments that you've received on your posts. These can be posts on groups. These could be posts on your Facebook page or on your Pinterest pins. Look for any comments that are on your posts and reply to them. You'd be surprised how many business owners would get 10, 15 comments on a post and simply not have the time in their mind to reply to all of them all at once because they could have replied to the first 5. But once it got to 15, they're like, oh, this is going to be a really big task. I don't have time to reply to everybody. I once did a post that went viral, and I got over 500 comments. I didn't know how I was going to reply to everybody, but I set a timer for 15 minutes every day. And it took me a week to reply to everyone. But instead of getting overwhelmed and simply writing off the post as I can't reply to everybody, just going to have to reply to as many people as I can and leave it at that, I actually set a timer. I replied for 15 minutes and I didn't get overwhelmed. So it's important when you're replying to comments on your post, you keep up with it so you don't get overwhelmed. So here's the 5th habit I want you to add. I want you to comment with an image. So comment on a post in a group with an image. These images can be an image of your product. It can be an image of you. It can be a screenshot. But comments with images get a whole lot more attention. Hi, Paul. What homeschool resources do you provide? So if you're replying to someone on your post or you're replying to someone's post with a comment, if you add a screenshot, people are much more likely to see your comment. Now, let's say I don't have an image, I don't have a screenshot, I don't have something to share. Use a sticker or a GIF. Those also get a lot more attention, and people are a lot more likely to actually view your comment and click on that because Facebook will actually say that they responded with a sticker or a GIF or a picture, and people are like, oh, that's interesting, and they'll actually click on it. So the 6th habit I want you to add is to share one of your recent posts to your stories. If you're not familiar with how to do that, you can send me a message and I can show you how to do that on both Facebook and Instagram. It's a really easy way to get a lot more eyes on your recent posts and to be able to reuse your content and keep that top of mind for everyone. Okay, again, if you guys have any comments as we're going along, go ahead and post a comment and I will answer your questions at the end. The 7th habit I want you to add is to add 3 hashtags to every social media post you publish on Instagram. If you're not sure what kind of hashtags that you want to add or what are hashtags simply are phrases and words to categorize your posts. On Instagram, people can actually follow these phrases like homeschooling or affordable homeschooling. So if you did hashtag affordable homeschooling, somebody who's following that hashtag, may actually see your post and they're not even following you yet. So if you add at least 3 hashtags to every social media you post to Instagram, you're going to be able to increase your reach and find new people that are going to follow you. Number 8, I want you to send a direct message. Ask a question or share a freebie with a potential customer. The key here is to get their permission. It's really simple to be able to do this, and all you have to do is find posts where people are asking questions, asking for affordable resources, or where they're asking for a specific help, like I need grade 6 math resources. You can comment on that post saying, hey, I went ahead and sent you a freebie that I have for grade 6 math resources. This is going to help you to be able to make a further connection with them. You want to make sure that you're only sending messages that are solicited. So this is going to make it so that you get way more opens. For example, when I did a post in the Homeschool Quest, I was offering a free trial to my affordable creative writing course. So I posted it. I asked people if they were looking for what they were looking for, and then I went ahead and let them know I'm going to message everyone with a link to be able to opt in addition to sharing it in the comments below. So make sure that you are getting people's permission, or you are letting them know, and that it is connected to your product service. Maybe somebody's asking for socialization tips for their kid, or they're asking for suggestions for how to help with kids who have ADHD. And you're like, hey, I just sent you a question in private message about your topics that I can better give you an answer. This is a great way if you're wanting to take the conversation to be more private so that you can be able to help provide them with more details. Bonus, because I always like bonuses and I'm going to give one to you too. Like and comment on 3 people's posts in your favorite Facebook groups. It is the Homeschool Quest group, right? Seriously, if you're not a part of the Homeschool Quest group, I highly recommend that you check that out, as well as all of our different subgroups. We just hit 1,000 members in the middle school and high school group. We do allow people to post up to 4 times a day, and we highly encourage people to like and comment on people's posts. There are tons of people asking questions, especially for back to school season. There's questions about different grade resources people are looking for. There's questions about how to be able to pull their kids out of school, how to be able to meet socialization. If you're a veteran homeschooler or a former teacher, you know the answers to a lot of these questions, and being able to participate in those conversations not only builds your authority and trust with your potential customers, but also gets you seen. So I'm going to go ahead and drop a link to the group. If you're not already a member, I highly recommend that you join. Be sure to answer all the questions so that you can be able to get in. And if you would like a copy of all of these tiny social media habits, we have made a free printable available when you sign up for our newsletter. And you'll also get a copy of this live video as well as a transcript so that you can be able to have that available to you to be able to reference. This is a phrase that my mom has been living by for many years, and I have really taken it to heart. Little by little, a little becomes a lot. So don't get overwhelmed by spending hours and hours on social media. Just spend 2 minutes at a time working on one of these tiny social media habits. And before you know it, you're going to have all of these things down, and it's going to be a simple habit for you, and you're going to be way ahead on all of your social media knowledge, and you're going to be utilizing it to its fullest extent to be able to build relationships with your potential customers. So I do want to offer you guys another bonus. You actually get 10% off our product promotion package if you tell us that you watched this class. So if you send me a message, I will send you the coupon code to be able to get this package for 10% off. Just for watching this video, I really appreciate you guys sticking around and learning more information about how to be able to grow your homeschool business. With the Homeschool Quest, we do have a lot of different advertising options available, and the product promotion package is one of our most popular packages. It is usually booked out at least a month in advance, so we have September 27th available. This is a week-long promotion. We will pin your post to our featured area in our group. We send you in our email newsletter, and you're included in our blog post. This includes a 500-character description, a large image, and the very first link in the email, which gets the most clicks out of all the links in the newsletter that we send. These are only available once a week, and like I said, they do sell out very quickly. So if you are interested in signing up for the product promotion package to share your free or under $30 resource, I will go ahead and drop a link to that, and just message me for the coupon code. Let me know if you guys have any questions about social media or anything you'd like me to cover in the next live video that we do. I always really enjoy doing these live videos and helping homeschool businesses. I'm a homeschool graduate, and when I was being homeschooled, there wasn't as many amazing resources available. And so I am very passionate about helping people to utilize all of the amazing resources that you guys create. There is so much stuff available that it can sometimes be overwhelming to new homeschool parents. That is one of the beauties of our group, is that we're helping you to be able to connect with these homeschool parents, to explain what the features and benefits of your specific products are, so that you can be able to connect with your potential customers. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.